This episode of Total Drama Reviews contains clips from Total Drama Action. I do not own Total Drama Action. All rights go to FreshTV. Remember to be civil and do not be me in the comments. Seriously, it can get really messed up. Carpe diem, my name is Ultranatic, and this is Total Drama Reviews. This is where I, as a lover of animation and reality shows, look over the show and combine them together the best. And the episode we're looking over today is The Sandwich Project, of course named after the Blair Witch Project. The divisive found footage horror film, wait a minute, Total Drama plus Horror Movie Challenge Halloween came early this year! 6 months early! Okay, the schedule didn't pan for this review to land anywhere near Halloween, so hopefully my 2 other TDA Halloween videos will tide you over. But to quote John Oliver,
we do this in order, or we don't do it at all.
So let's press on. We now have a second specifically horror movie themed challenge to scare the pants off our characters. I can forgive the redundancy as it is a very popular genre of film. And of course the season is tackling as many genres as possible. But it's got some big shoes to fill as I still consider Hook, Line, Screamer to be one of the best episodes of Total Drama ever. So which kind of reaction will this episode get? The praise of the Blair Witch Project or the scorn of it? Well, make sure your camera has enough battery power. I hate when that happens. This is The Sandwich Project. We open with the characters spending some quality time together, which reminds me, they do that a lot more here than the first season, that's a pleasant upgrade, with the contestants playing cards.
Izzy thinks she's so cool, but did she spend 3 whole entire summers at Magic Steve's Magic Camp? Allow me to demonstrate my mad magic skills by producing the Ace of Spades! Hey, how did that get in there?
As funny as that is, I have a better question for you, Harold. Namely, why do you have that? That was your most humiliating moment from last season and you keep a picture of it on you? Who would keep evidence of really embarrassing stuff from their past on them? Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Screw you, I'm proud of that one. The characters, meanwhile, are eating sandwiches. Get it? It's the title. Mistakenly thinking Chef made them.
Chef's food has gotten so good.
Chef making delicious food? That's almost as implausible as a reality show showing someone's dream sequence.
Being in this alliance with you, it makes me feel all kinds of wrong inside.
This is not about right or wrong, son. It's about you and me winning that cool meal.
Still less scary than Simon Cowell waking up next to Randy Jackson.
Some of us are trying to keep up our strength to actually win the competition.
We don't think there is one today.
There better be. I am here to win $1 million, and the faster I eliminate you 2 pathetic, spineless followers, the better.
I'm not a follower. Like at cheerleading, I'm right in the middle of the pyramid. And when all my sisters and I decide on something, I'm always the 3rd vote. That's not... Oh. Well, I can change. If that's okay with you guys.
Okay, I have a confession to make. Lindsay is no longer one of my favorite characters on this show. I deserve that, and the sad thing is one of the ones I would call one of my favorites is the one who screwed her over last season and just now called her spineless.
The faster I eliminate you 2 pathetic, spineless followers, the better.
You'd think it'd be the other way around, given how nice Lindsay is, how mean Heather is, and how badly the liar screwed the former over.
I've been helping you all this time, and you didn't even like me?
Truth? Not really, no.
But the difference between them is Heather's personality is consistent throughout the show's run. Lindsay's isn't. She's got a lot of passion and tremendous heart, but half the time the writers just write her as, well, the stereotypical dumb blonde.
Let's get Tyler to do it! He's not here anymore! Oh, right. Bummer.
Kind of like Lenny Loud from The Loud House, another fan-favorite character.
Wait, you're lactose intolerant? No, I'm not. I'm tolerant of everyone, whether they lactose or not.
But again, Lenny's character is more consistent than Lindsay's is, and that's why I can't call Lindsay one of the best characters anymore. That being said, when she is good, she really is one of the best characters. And this episode is a prime example of that. Because she might seem dim-witted, but that doesn't make her completely stupid. And 9 times out of 10, her sincerity and kind-hearted nature really shine through. This is also an episode where she really takes charge, as we see when Chris announces the challenge. Right after a complete WTF entrance. Okay, I know they show us later how that stunt is pulled off, but you wanna know how I knew it was fake? Yeah. Also because you can clearly see the blood packet on the back of his shirt as he
This
falls.
little baby burst on impact. An old-fashioned optical illusion helps sell that I've been impaled.
Not to mention, they try making it look like he went through the pole, but not the top of the light fixture. What, he phased through it Danny Phantom style, only to unphase just to be stabbed by the pole anyways? Also, side note, this is the second episode in a row you open the challenge by playing dead. You're as predictable at fake-outs as Gordon Ramsay is.
Ben, you do seriously surprise me. Thank you, Chef. You surprise me to how shit you are. Oh, thank you.
You didn't even scream! I did on the inside. I just can't do it on the outside. When I was 10 and they were doing my tonsillectomy, there was a freak accident and the doctor's earring fell in my throat. Can't scream worth a darn.
So, could the doctors not just do surgery to get the earring out of your throat? You were in a hospital when this accident happened!
Think of every great horror movie you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Did you see that one with the possessed rug that learned to walk and smothered cats? Or did I make that up?
Okay, screw it. I want to see that movie. Was it like the origin story of Carpet from Aladdin?
Each team pick a serial killer. The rest of you will be the screamers. If your serial killer can make you scream the loudest, your team wins.
We have to pick Duncan, of course.
I'm terrified of him on a daily basis.
Plus, he nailed the other acting challenges.
DJ's gotta do it.
But it's the first time our teams ever agreed on anything.
DJ is doing it.
Hell, why even bother keeping your alliance a secret anymore? Why don't you just start doing challenges for DJ? Are you mooshooing me? Yep, this alliance is about as secret as, spoiler alert, Spider-Man's identity at the end of Far From Home.
Spider-Man's name is Peter Parker. What the?
Also, Chef, if you want to instill confidence in DJ by putting him as the killer, his talents are better used on the other end of the challenge.
You guys gotta let me be the killer. The mask offers good protection for my beautiful face.
I am such the better scarer. My own dog is terrified of me, okay?
I want to be the killer, okay? And that's it.
But look at my scary face!
That is going to be our serial killer, and that is that. That's a non-screamer. We have to have her as the killer or we're going down.
Like I said, when she is good, she really is the best character. Where were you in the Chef Shank redemption?
Justin and Harold, prepare yourselves for your killers to enter. I want huge, massive, ginormous screams. We'll be measuring the volume on our screamo-meter.
Woo!
Ah! I'm sorry, I just can't risk my pipes any further. What good is a face like this without my warm yet manly tones to back it up?
You know, I love Lindsay trying to lead her team to victory, but I just remembered there's no point. Because the Grips, primarily Justin, suck at competition. There's a better chance of the Matt Singh tribe from Survivor Philippines winning than these guys.
Matt Singh loses for the 4th straight time.
We then get to part 2, where LaShawn laughs at how soft DJ is.
I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be afraid of this marshmallow?
Whereas Lindsay, even if indirectly, proves to be the best player on her team. You know, I'm sorry for speaking badly about her in the Chef Shank redemption. At least she was trying. That automatically makes her the best character on the Grips. And for anyone wondering, what about Izzy? Well, you'll see when she and Owen do the exact same thing they did in Hook, Line, Screamer.
How horror movie is this? We have to make out.
I love this business.
I'm gonna chop you into little teriyaki bits, guys.
Oh.
Look, I like the chemistry you two have, but this is a challenge where the losers could go home. Could you put in a little more effort than Justin?
I'm sorry, I just can't risk my pipes any further. What good is a face like this without my warm yet manly tones to back it up?
He really is the worst character. Meanwhile, the gaffers have their makeout scene where, oh, that never explored ship from season 1, episode 1 gets explored.
Meet you by the campfire, gorgeous.
Drop dead, you skis. No. No, no, no. I would rather die.
That makes 2 of us, ladies.
Well, so much for that.
Don't forget, kiddies, it's $1,000,000.
My lips may never recover.
Okay, if anyone should be scared right now, it's Duncan. I mean, he does know Courtney's watching this, right?
Duncan is so gonna get it.
But since Corny doesn't scare the pants off of these two, how about a guy with experience playing a mask-wearing psycho killer? Yeah, Grips win by default, seeing a chef interfere.
Well, looks to me like DJ and the well-named Screaming Gaffers have won this one.
Should I even bother with the rules anymore? Speaking of God, we get another vision of DJ talking to his mama. In heaven. She is alive, right? I mean, she has to be. If DJ had gotten the spa visit last episode with his best friend, his mama was his pick.
One of you gets a whole spa night away from this cruddy studio lot with your very best friend.
That's my mama.
By the way, DJ's best friend being his mama. Anyone want to scream Norman Bates?
You go out with friends?
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
To be fair, this is a horror movie challenge, so the reference certainly fits. So we again get a scene that typical live-action reality shows could never literally show. But I'll ignore that implausibility to focus on this implausibility.
It's me, mama. It's Poopy-Doo. Your little Devin Joseph Poopy-Doo. The son I raised would never lie or cheat.
Okay, one, DJ referring to himself as names the boss baby would find demeaning. Gag me. Second, do I have any blind viewers in the audience? If so, I have a question for you. Why do you think DJ is talking to himself? Well, the answer is he isn't. He and his mama do in fact have not just the same voice actor, but also the same freaking voice. I don't care how feminine Clay Bennett tries to make DJ's mama sound.
Mama hates a cheater, Devin Joseph. I'm very disappointed in you, Poopy-Doo.
I think I owe Novi Edwards an apology for last episode. At least she raised her voice half an octave as less Shaniqua. Although points for him being snapped out of it by Heather slapping him out of it.
I need to see Chef.
Heather? What? He's still talking crazy.
Chef's in a meeting with the producers. He's in trouble. Not allowed to mess with the challenges.
I'd ask why that took so long, seeing as this started in episode 3 and it's episode 9 now, but the answer to that is, the crew is filled with idiots. I'd also ask why DJ's now in trouble too, but now that I think about it, we never see DJ officially go along with anything Chef said directly. He was acting entirely out of self-defense.
I'll help you man up and win this thing. You don't ask any stupid questions, and you split the prize with me. It's an offer you can't refuse. I won't let you.
So I guess the Gabbers are still the winners of part 1, whereas the Grips lose and must now spend a night in the dining hall. But not before Chris tells them a scary story.
I'm about to tell you why this film lot was abandoned and closed.
You already told us that one in Monster Cash.
A few months ago, this lot was home to a high-budget monster movie until the star began experiencing some, difficulties.
Did she have, like, a mental breakdown?
Actually, the star wasn't a her. It was an animatronic monster.
No, Chris instead makes up a news story because the plot demands it.
Juanita Rent-A-Cop, a dedicated security guard who worked here for 25 loyal years until her mysterious death. Now, her desperate and uneasy spirit walks the lot. No one has ever managed to spend a whole night in this craft service tent because of the haunting.
Yeah, I don't blame those people. That remake would scare me away too.
Your task? Spend the whole night here without leaving this tent. If you manage to do so, your team gets invincibility and nobody goes home. Track any psychic phenomenon using these ghost meters. Your task is to make like special effects gurus and frighten the pants off them. Or at least scare them enough to get them out of the tent before dawn.
So the Gaffers try various attempts to scare the Grips, but Lindsay sees through all their tricks.
Grooving on this suggesting business. With Trent out of the game, I'm kind of leading my team. How do you like me now, Heather?
When Lindsay is like this, she is a better character than Heather. I just wish it was more than half the freaking time.
Anyone else have any brilliant ideas?
DJ hasn't said anything, and anybody that quiet's gotta be thinking something.
I don't like scaring people. Mama says it's not gentlemanly.
Well, Mama ain't here, is she?
And Papa Duncan wants to win and go to bed, so...
Again, the training Chef gave him must be doing something because the plan he hatches is actually a very good one. Oh, so Lashana finally hanged Heather. Heck, she already threw her off a cliff. This is actually less deadly. No, the ropes are just wrapped around her arms, with her pretending to be a ghost. But Lindsay won't do anything without the ghost meter going off.
Wait! The ghost meters still aren't going off!
Yes! DJ? Are you okay? DJ?
I'm very disappointed in you.
Hello? Is anybody gonna help me down from here?
Nope. I mean, they left you on the weather van 310 to Crazy Town. Why should this be any different? By the way, I'm going to rant a little about the elimination we get this episode, but I'll be fair, it's not as bad as the one we could have gotten.
The guild that Chris's go-to, Izzy, Beth, Owen, still on the chopping block, Lindsay and Justin.
What? Why would people be mad at me? Beth, you were a little bothy. It's called leadership.
Yep, Lindsay, the only person on her whole team giving a damn about the game aside from Beth, is targeted for elimination. Are you guys freaking morons? Yes. They're the grips. Answer my own question on that one. But we go from what would have been F grade elimination to a D- grade elimination as DJ has a confession to make.
Chef and me, we had an illegal alliance. I'm gonna do what I should have done long ago. Make Mama proud. I'm voting myself off.
Yep, DJ is effectively quitting the game. Please tell me that after this episode, no other gaffers decide to vote themselves off. Okay, good, I was gonna flip my lip if they did.
DJ, why don't you and I have a chat before you do anything stupid?
Oh, you mean like directly interfere in a challenge getting caught by the producers? I'm just saying, don't tell someone to go on a diet if you yourself have 300 pounds of body fat on you.
Dude, you can't leave.
Yeah, can't we just vote Chef off instead?
Sorry, but I gotta make it right for Mama.
But I still prefer this over Lindsay going home for a few reasons. One, it ends this stupid storyline, which I call one of the worst of the season after TDA Trent's downfall. And two, it's DJ leaving on his own terms, rather than letting Chef continue to try and manipulate him. I'd still call it dumb, but that is a classic hero move. And DJ did help his team win, so you know he only wanted what was best for them and himself. Do I still like him quitting the game? No, but I also chalk this up to the guilt he felt damaging his mental health. So in that context, I won't fail the ending completely, and I'll even applaud DJ as he did develop better as a character. Which will get retconned in the 3rd season, but that's for a later time.
Can you still send food? Pretty please with delicious sandwiches on top.
Pathetic.
And that was The Sandwich Project. It could have been worse. It's nowhere near as good as Hook, Line, Screamer was, with the storylines being more contrived and the decision-making non-existent. But with Lindsay showing her best portrayal so far and DJ having as honorable an ending as possible for himself, I guess it made it worth it. The comedy was overall decent too, as well as the other gaffers in general, so I suppose I'll give it a pass. But for this horror-themed whole drama episode to have as many problems as it did, that'd be enough to scare me away without even trying. But for an episode that had a player quit in it, I can't call it a total disaster, speaking of which. Looks better than Independence Day 2, at least.
Right there.